No. Our region's blessed with an abundance of these tiny blood pebbles, or ticks. Though our chickens have helped considerably in the war against ticks, I still like to do a once-over with the sheep. The flock tend to travel deep into the fields and woods, pick up these hitchhikers, and bring them back to the farm. Our region has Lyme disease as well as anaplasmosis. A few family members have gotten sick with anaplasmosis, so we know there are severe tick-borne illnesses here. There was a vaccine invented for Lyme disease, but humans can't get any more due to reasons. But I was able to vaccinate our dog for it, so yay for small wins. But on to sheep. Do they get these diseases from ticks too? Can people get ticks from sheep? What are solutions small farms can use to help? After some considerable digging around, I found some studies on Lyme disease and other tick-borne diseases that sheep can contract or spread. When it comes to studies, very few focus on sheep or goats, especially for smallholders or small flocks. It's okay though, I've included the references in the description for your reading pleasure. Areas like the one where we currently range our sheep have the perfect biome for growing ticks. So some quick tips for working in a tick-infested area are to use strong, deep woods type bug sprays, even when petting your sheep. I hate it, but I've gotten ticks on me just handling the sheep. How about you? Cuddling comes with its risks, and roaming ticks are part of it. After working the animals during peak tick season, I like to hop in the shower, wash head to toe. Also, don't forget to check your scalp, since these ticks get everywhere. So enough about humans, let's check the sheep together. Ticks really like to hang out near the ears, chin, rarely on the udder, or tummy and legs. The sheep can rub and crush the ticks, which is an option. It leaves the head embedded and opens the area up to infection. Also, in areas like ours that are infested with ticks, all that wool rubbing isn't good for the fleece. Also, nothing really beats removing the whole tick. You're not supposed to pick the ticks off by hand. I've done it anyway in the field. I've used tweezers in a pinch, but it can be difficult to pull off the large quantities of ticks that we often get. I ended up getting this nifty tool to help. It can be tricky to use in some areas of their body. It's made for people, but hey, look at that, two at the same time. And look how happy she is. I love how they smile. I like to pile all the ticks up. Most of the time, the chickens actually come by for a snack, but it looks like I'm gonna just bury them alive. We stomp them in good to the ground, and Rami is gonna help. Nothing beats teamwork. So what kind of diseases can sheep get from ticks? Speaking worldwide, we have anaplasmosis. We also have whooping elf virus in the British Isles, Norway, Spain, Turkey, and also Bulgaria. Tick paralysis in Australia, North America, Europe, and South Africa. Relapsing fever in the UK and Europe. Babesa ovis and Babesa motasi in the Middle East, Southern Europe, as well as some African and Asian countries. And there has been some new studies finding cases of it in Canada as well. There's Nairobi sheep disease, which is located in Africa, hot water disease, which is from Africa, the Caribbean, and there's also an increasing risk for the disease to spread to northern South America, to Central America, as well as southeastern United States. So it's something to keep an eye out if you live in those regions. And not only that, there's secondary illnesses where even though your sheep don't get a serious disease, they can still get sick from the tick, such as pymia, which is a type of sepsis, which can cause abscesses. Your sheep can get skin and ear infections. There's also the wool destruction and anemia. The symptoms of ticks vary, but speaking generally, your sheep may be sluggish. There'll be weight loss, fever, swelling of the joints, crippling lameness, paralysis, anemia, and self-culling or taking the L. So treatment varies on symptoms, the blood results, and such. Usually a vet prescribes antibiotics. The main thing that a lot of the papers I've read stress prevention and the need for further studies to appropriately address this little-known problem. So on to prevention and control. Some parts of the world have access to vaccines to help, and other areas lack those vaccines. So it's important to ask your knowledgeable vet on what's available locally. Some options for tick control involve rotational grazing, keeping the tall grasses even mowed down, keeping your ewes and lambs on a secure, tick-free pasture for their first few weeks of life before letting them roam onto the rest of your farmland can also give those lambs an extra bit of boost or that head start in life. I know some folks who have been rightly traumatized by the tick diseases and keep their sheep on short pasture and keeping them away from the wilds. At our farm, I have a silvopasture system or agroforestry setup. and I really enjoy providing a safe haven for all our forest friends and enemies, like bobcats and bears. Encouraging tick predators such as a large flock of chickens have really helped me when I lived in a less infested area. A small flock of 30 chickens really wiped out the ticks from our farm. Here though, there's such an abundance of ticks, even our chickens struggle to keep up. So on to our allies, the possums, and other varieties of ants such as fire ants and parasitic wasps, as well as spiders are known allies that target ticks. Breeding tick-resistant or resilient sheep by selective breeding can also be really helpful long-term. Even my own flock, I've noticed some sheep are more prone to ticks than others, so that's something to keep in mind. Local sheep also tend to have a greater immunity to tick-borne diseases, just something to keep in mind if you're shipping a prize sheep to your area. As disgusting as this video has been, thank you for watching, stay safe, and I appreciate you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and may your night be warm and ticks D-E-D did.
Take it. Okay, guys, come on. Take it.